Your video looks much. Oh, hello.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're feeling a little bit better than we did last week. I'm Umer,
I'm Trevor.
and this is O
T.
Graps.
Graps.
Ooh, we hit it at the same time. Look at that. My
Yeah,
man gets my man gets a new phone. Look at that clear vision right there. Look at that. Oh.
pretty 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 clear there.
Welcome everyone in the chat. First of all, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Second things second.
I hate you.
I know you do. I know you do. Second thing second though, it's a big day in the history of OT Graps, a game-changing moment in the history of professional wrestling media because I have an announcement to make. As
Da-da-da-da.
of today, our very own Trevor Sutton has an iPhone. I can finally text him.
You can finally send me stuff too. Like I can do a lot more
We could
involving the show now.
we could FaceTime now. Like, we could have done all that stuff on Facebook Messenger like we were doing before, but ain't nobody trying to do it's different. Like, everyone watch, how long have you been using the iPhone now?
Well, so I had one years ago, but this is the first one of the newer generation. So I've had it for like a week now, maybe.
It's different though, isn't it? It's different.
So like I tell everybody, like I'm an Android guy. I am through and through. But the reason I am an Android dude is because I'm tech savvy. I love technical stuff, blah, blah, blah. I feel like iPhone is more like user friendly and easier for a lot of people to use. Dude, my mom had so much trouble with Androids. I feel like but when she used to play with my old iPhone, she liked it so much. So I feel like this, she would be like, "Ooh, I know how to do this." But
Uh,
yeah, I
see
like it.
but see now, like, you're with the plebs. You're with the common man. He's just the common man, texting hard with his hands. He's the American Trev. Oh, I like the shirt too. I like the shirt.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wait, ah, wait, Trevor, entertain the masses while I get my shirt.
Copycat. I hope everyone had a good weekend this weekend. Uh, I don't know how many football fans we have out there. I think
Talking about the Cowboys.
I wasn't talking about the Cowboys. I was going to talk about the fact that football season is about to start. And you brought up the Cowboys, Mr. Ravens
Because they
fan.
absolutely suck.
Just like the Ravens.
I'm sorry, when was the last time your team won a Super Bowl?
How many yours have?
2. And guess what? They're
There
both
you go.
this century because they're
That's
actually
perfectly fine.
relevant.
That's
Woo!
perfectly fine. I still saw my team win Super Bowls, which makes me old.
Because
But
you're old, because you're old as hell, and that's why
but
they
I've seen it.
call you Daddy Ass.
Of course, you would scissor me, Dad. Of course, of course. Don't you and your dad have the same shirt?
Ooh, ooh, yes. Ooh, scissor me, Daddy Trev. Daddy
The lady
Trev. Daddy
the lady
Trev. I think
the
I just
lady
found
had
your new
one.
nickname.
She has a sesame shirt.
Who does?
The lady,
There's a lady here? Hello.
not your lady,
It's like,
my
my
lady.
man's like, "It's a lady." I was like, "Oh, hello." I'm like, Otis, a pretty lady. So Otis, every time he sees any woman backstage, he's just like, "Oh, pretty lady, hello. I'm
Ooh,
Otis."
nom, nom, nom,
Oh yeah.
nom.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um.
So how was your
Okay.
weekend, buddy? How you doing?
Like I said, I'm doing much better, thriving, finally getting back to it. Um. But yeah, guys. Speaking of getting back to it, let's get back to the show. If you haven't already done so, hit that like button. Share this show. Sharing the love. Put your questions in the chat. I had to take that off because it doesn't match the fit. Um. But
Plus, you're gonna be hot
lot
in a
to get
minute.
into today. the highest ticketed attended wrestling show of all time is happening this Sunday afternoon for those of you on the East Coast of the United States. We have, of course, the shocking news of Cash Wheeler's arrest, from or arraignment, I should say, from earlier this week. We
Yep.
also are gonna talk about, what we want to see from season 5 of Dark Side of the Ring. We have a little dark side
That should be
talk.
fun.
Um,
That should be fun.
dark side talk. And then she's like,
What?
"Welcome to the dark side. This
It
is
just sounds
the
like you're
dark side.
farting.
Dark side.
Something, something, dark side.
Something, Cody Rhodes."
uh-uh.
This show is just becoming, like, references to itself. Like, the
References to itself and like stuff.
less and less accessible to the general public and just more and more, like, crap.
Pretty much. We're slightly sorry.
Sorry we didn't do it earlier. Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Oh,
It's like every other line in The Sopranos. Oh. Um,
mm-mm.
guys, again, got a wonderful show planned for y'all today. Put your questions in the chat. Trevor, let's actually start talking about Dark Side of the Ring, 'cause I am excited to talk about this.
Oh,
So,
sure.
Dark Side of the Ring season 4 wrapped up. We already had a little bit of real take Marty talk last week.
Dude.
I don't know if we want to touch on that ever again.
Yeah.
That is a man with some serious issues, is all I will say.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, and I like the fact that they closed out with that one. I think that was the one they should have closed out with.
Yeah, I mean, let's. I mean, I would have. I like the Bash at the Beach one. I kind of wish they would have closed out with that. But the other one
I
that I
kind of wish they
really,
would have expanded more on that one, actually, because I feel like there was a little more they could have said, and they didn't get as much out as they could have.
I mean, it could have gotten a lot more if they had Hulk Hogan in there.
True.
Could you imagine that? Oh,
No.
brother, I was look, I was just trying to get everyone over, brother. It just didn't work for me, brother. You know what I kind of wish
Word.
they ended with? I kind of wish they ended with the Chris and Tammy episode instead of starting with it.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, you can't start with Marty Jannetty, I don't think. I think Marty Jannetty is like more of a mid season one. And then the one they had
He's
mid
mid,
season
all
was
right.
actually
He's mid.
and I think the one they had mid season was actually kind of fitting to Adrian Brody.
Yeah, or Adrian Adonis, you mean?
Oh yeah, I'm saying Adrian Brody. I'm sorry,
Adrian
Adrian
Brody.
Adonis.
He's
Yeah.
Adrian
Too many
Brody.
Adrians, dude. It's too many Adrians and too many
Adrian Brody.
Brodies in wrestling.
He won an Oscar, I'll have you know, for his role in The Pianist. Fantastic
Dude,
film.
Bruiser Brody and Brady and Brody. Oh, it's too many Brodies and Bruisers and wrestling. Too many of them. But anyway, so if you were doing Dark Side of the Ring, if we were control of Dark Side of the Ring next season,
Mhm.
like we think we've gone to the lowest of low. Like through the first 2 seasons, we're like, oh, there's nothing as bad as this, and then they trumpet in this season, of course. Where do we go from here? What stories would you go
I
with?
mean, the thing is, like, there's a lot that I don't think has been touched on.
A whole lot, actually.
I know, like, now it's, like, impossible to do this, but I really would've liked if they could have done, like, an expansion on the piece they did on Ricky Dozon.
Yeah,
Like,
that was yeah.
there's so much you could do, like, I don't know, like, again, I don't think that's gonna be something that the general public would be like, or even the general wrestling public would be, like, excited to see, like, right then and there. It would be kind of like after the fact, like, "Oh, this is a really cool story." I don't think they'll
Mm.
do that considering the fact that they've already covered it, but one that I really do wanna see is Perry Saturn. That is a story
That was one I was thinking of. Yeah.
it's a story that if you, like, if you're a wrestling fan, you generally know, Perry Saturn or his role in early 2000s WWF, but his story is kind of it's obviously, like, a crazy one, but it's just one that I think hasn't been told in a platform such as Dark Side of the Ring, and I think if they're able to get Perry Saturn to actually tell, like, his side of things and just what happened, I think that would be really cool. Like, for me,
Mhm.
like, that's
Yeah.
at the top of my list. I would also personally like to see one about Crash Holly. I think
I was gonna. Yeah.
that's a
We
guy who
we think
was
too much alike.
very underrated given, like, the era that he was in. I think that he was really talented in his role of just being, like, he's his comic relief, but, like, he was just really good at, like, Crash Holly and the Hardcore Championship are synonymous with each other, especially in
Hmm.
that era, so I would love to see that, and, I think, like, like, I don't usually, like to go down the whole, like, "Oh my god, look at someone's tragic death route," or whatever. Like, I like, what I like and, like, not to say, like, those people don't deserve, like, their moment and it to be highlighted. I think, like, Dark Side of the Ring has traditionally done a good job of, you know, highlighting people who have passed away beyond just their passing, right? But, like, another one who I would like to see highlighted is Daphne, and cover her career,
Definitely.
and cover,
Yes.
like, what she meant to women's wrestling
Hmm.
and at a time where women's wrestling was not taken seriously, and Daphne, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong in Impact and TNA, they were a big reason as to why we had the women's revolution in WWE. So, like,
Absolutely.
I would say those 3. There's way more you could do. You could do, like, you could obviously do, Andrew Martin, The Story of Test, or you could do Mike
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yep.
There
Mike
there's a
Boston's
bunch of
another
people you
one.
could do, but those are
To
my 3.
piggyback off Daphne. For me, Sensational Sherry would be
Yes,
one
yes.
that would be a very good one to cover. Just her time managing, her time wrestling. Um, like I would love to dive deeper into the sexy Kurt song. That would be great.
I think
um,
I'm cute. I got the ranks. I got the moves. Then make some
dude, like,
more tap out the ankle slam,
bam,
the ankle lock.
that goes fuck,
Marty
dude.
Janelle. Well,
Today,
well,
oh
well,
yeah,
wow, well.
yeah. Dude, you realize how good she had to be? She worked with like 4 to 5 more than that different people, and all of them she had chemistry with. All of them.
Yeah, and all of them except for Stevie Ray were amazing.
Di- True.
He's got the flapjack. I want them
um,
to make Stevie Ray in a video. Just have his finishing
and,
move.
and that's just the move, the
He
flapjack.
takes, he whips it out. That's the
Another good one would probably be. I just had name on my tip of my tongue. Actually, damn it, I hate when that happens. Um, One that I think like some people would like to hear about. This wasn't the one I was going to think, the one I was thinking of, but one I think a lot of people would like to hear about would be um the creation of the Tournament of Death.
oh man,
Just
that would
just
be
just by
fun.
reading just by reading it and knowing some of it, like DJ Hyde and the guys and all that have everything to do with it, absolutely insane. Like absolutely insane. Like it would be interesting to to see that on the screen, and also to hear Nick Gage screaming and being Nick Gage.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you don't like that, You can fight me. I'm Nick freaking Gage, and I'm gonna blast you.
And I don't think his story needs to be told quite yet, but at some point, and it doesn't even need to be a dark side of the ring, but at some point, and this is, I guess, drifting off, but Grado has to have his story told because
Who?
Grado,
Grado. Oh, right.
dude,
Don't get
he
me
is,
started. This Sunday,
dude,
Grado
yeah,
Mania, baby.
is he gonna be there?
The rumor is he's gonna do something with Jeff Jarrett. Yo,
Ah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We will get back to your list in a sec. I do want to like. We never get to talk about Grado.
dude,
Trevor,
I absolutely love Grado. I love Grado. We don't talk
80
enough about Grado.
80,000 people singing Madonna as Grado walks down the aisle.
Yes.
It's gonna be epic.
Oh oh my god! So I heard rumors that he might show up on the a pay per view, but and I figured it was going to be this one, but I didn't know if it was for certain.
When you call
Ugh.
my name, it's
And
like a little prayer
little prayer.
down on my knees. Yo, that's like yes, more of this. This is what this is the future right here. Um,
Yes.
um, yeah, no, I'm a great Omar. If you
Oh, dude.
haven't seen his match in ICW with Drew Galloway slash Drew McIntyre,
Oh, the guy can wrestle. He's more than just a personality. He can actually wrestle. Grado is so much fun to watch.
and that moment of when he wins and finally beats him, like the arena just goes on, comes
Explodes,
unglued.
dude.
Um,
And he's
yeah,
another one of those guys that you feel nothing but admiration and like respect for because he stopped wrestling because of his kid. Like that's one of the reasons he stopped wrestling, like to be a family man. I mean, you can't have nothing but respect for people like that.
yep. Big shout out to Grado. Um, I think like obviously some things would have to be worked out, but the story of Vince McMahon and these allegations, not just
That
the recent ones,
couldn't
but
be a hour. That couldn't be an hour long story. That would have to be
a
like that would
two-parter.
have to be a special 2 part or 3 parter because good lord.
Well, and like obviously like I'm not like trying to pressure anyone to do anything they want to do, but like if they were to able to get Rita Chatterton to tell her
Yeah,
side of the story in this forum, like or anyone, I think like obviously like I would hope and I would hope that they would do it like in a very tasteful way that's respectful of the victims. But I think that, that's a story that deserves to be told because we for years have heard Vince McMahon's side of things and you don't really get to hear Rita Chatterton or any of the other victims in their side of things. Like it's kind of all skewed towards what WWE wants. Um
one thing I will say, and and this is like the to piggyback with what you're saying. And I totally agree. I think it's one of those stories that should be told, and if they want to tell it, should be. But Dark Side of the Ring does a good job of respecting the victims in the situations. I think they're very good. Those gentlemen over there that create Dark Side of the Ring and write for the show, I think they do a great job. Chris Jericho does a great job of narrating. They do an all around good job on that show, I believe. Another one. This is the one I forgot. Bobby the Brain Heenan will be a good one. Bobby the Brain Heenan will be a good one. Steve Marvel McMichaels will be a good one as well.
Mongo, that's a good shout. That's a really good shout.
Marvel, yeah, man, there's a lot of stories that still need to be told that could be told. Honestly, this one could be a 2 parter too. But the Fabulous Freebirds,
Oh, they're not gonna get Mike Ways to do that.
Oh no, he's not going to do any of that. No,
Why would I want to do Dark Side of the Ring? I'm doing
do,
WWE 24. Do.
like they wouldn't be able to get him, and I think the rest of them are gone, aren't they?
I mean, pretty much. I think what's his name?
I think one of them is still alive, and that's the
Um, oh,
I think that's the big one.
the big no Terry Gordy is
That's
it.
right.
Who am I thinking about? Hold on. Let's
I'm not sure what you're thinking of.
oh yeah. Mm, Jimmy Garvin.
Yeah, Garvin. That's okay.
Jimmy Garvin. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin.
That
Yeah,
was
no,
his
he's
name.
still alive. He's still kicking. I was like, who was it? Who was with him? Because it damn sure wasn't Buddy Roberts. R.I.P.
No.
Um, but yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Bad
And
Street, Atlanta, GA. Baddest street in the whole USA. Bad
uh,
Street, I see you now. Turn and I burn and I do. Well, um, Kurt Hennig.
yes. Yes. I don't know why I forgot my boy, but yeah, that's another good one. You know what I think would be kind of funny and a little sad probably at the same time?
Yeah.
Um what's his name? Uh the power bomb. Sid Vicious.
I have half the brains that you
Brain.
do. Greatest promo of all time. JR. It's like 1996 WWF. Sid is
Dude,
backstage cutting a promo with JR and he's like talking in the mic and he's just like and he's just babbling. He's just babbling.
babbling. You can
And
see JR's face like, what?
and then Sid messed up and he goes, "Okay, well, hey, let's go again." And JR in embodying the spirit that he would 25 years later with that sit down interview with Brian Pillman Jr. just goes, "Hey pal, we're on live TV. There's no redos here, pal. There's live TV." And then Sid's like, "Oh shit, that's a fact." And then
Dude, it was so bad.
you know what I want from
Don't
wrestling in 2023, Trevor?
what?
Impact or GCW, one of you guys. Give me 30 minutes, no script, nothing. You send Scott Steiner out there, not Rick. Send Scott Steiner and Sid Vicious out there. Let them work their magic. Just be like, hey boys, we got a pay-per-view this Sunday. Sell it. Sell it.
That is the only time no one will ever go to a pay per view because they're not going to know what they're talking about.
Look,
They're
they're
going to
not,
need the source to understand what's happening.
but it's gonna be such an epic. This might be the greatest promo battle of all time.
Yo, it might be the worst epic promo battle of
He's
all
like,
time.
"Look at you, you're gonna go get the big bad booty daddy in the you fatness. You don't even know who you are. I'm the math." And then Sid's just gonna be like, "You are nothing but an inconsiderate fool who doesn't even know who I am."
And the sad part is they'll probably blow up main vein before the damn thing even finishes.
Look. You want to sell a mat? You look, rate, bro. You want ratings, bro? You know what to do.
Don't let them do your promos ever. If you want
No,
ratings,
let
don't
them.
ever. No.
AEW, book an extra hour of Dynamite that's just Sid Vicious and
Do you really want AEW to survive?
yes. Look, Tony. Masala. Mera bhai. Mera bhai. I'm talking to you in Urdu. Like, come on, bro. Let's go. You know what to do. Give Sid a chance. Look, it's his time.
He's probably. I mean, have you seen Sid recently?
Look.
He's
I'm sure
probably
he's doing. Look. He's probably doing. What was his name? It was Psycho Sid, right? Hey, look,
Psycho Sid. Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid.
Yeah, Psycho, he's probably doing well. I'm sure he's on the up and up.
I mean, probably not. Have you seen Lex Luger lately?
Look, he's I look, no, look at this. He's doing fine.
Okay.
He's on the look, dude. He could cut a promo. Goldberg, Goldberg.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Vader would be another good Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, oh, since we're on stuff like this, how do you feel about the why can't I remember anything? The the wrestling movie that's coming out with the Von Erichs.
Well, I know that it's coming out, but I haven't been keeping up with it.
Yeah, I know Zach Efron's in. He's playing one of them. I'm not sure which one.
Wait, Zac Efron's playing like
One of the Von Erichs, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. I think
what?
he's playing. I think he's playing Carrie. Actually, I think.
That would make sense. What the hell? Chavo Guerrero is playing the Sheik in this movie.
Yes, I did hear that. I
Ryan Nemeth is playing Gino Hernandez.
oh,
This
I
is
didn't hear that. That I didn't hear.
MJF is playing Lance Von Erich in this movie.
No, are you serious? I didn't know
Yo, wait a
that.
minute. What? How did I not know about this?
How did I not know
MJF
about this?
is playing a Von Erich? That's
Interesting.
crazy. That is
That's very interesting.
crazy.
Hmm. Didn't know that. They got
The
a release date on that yet? Or no?
December to Christmas, Trevor. Christmas.
What a great Christmas movie.
This is you remember when remember when like they released that NFL that concussion movie on
Yeah.
Christmas? I was like,
Oh yeah.
this is
Terrible.
not like a holiday. This is not in the holiday spirit. Why are we doing
Not
this?
at all. Not at all. Not at
Santa sad. Um, um, all right, we got a pay per view this Sunday.
we do.
That well, first you have some news to talk about. Trevor, did you hear about what happened to Cash Wheeler?
I did. I read some of that over the weekend. Yes.
Yeah. For those of y'all who are not aware, so Cash Wheeler, real name Daniel Wheeler, was arraigned this past week for an incident that took place in late July where he allegedly flashed a gun in what is being reported as an alleged road rage incident. We obviously don't have all of the facts right now. I personally don't feel comfortable talking about that situation because of you just don't know too much about what happened there, and like this is a man's life, this is legal stuff. I'm going to let that play out. I will say this much. It ain't great.
No.
It
No.
ain't great. It's hard to believe that Tony Khan did not know about this. They were pushing this match. They're still pushing this match. It seems like this is something that they knew about going in. They did not take Wheeler's passport as part of this agreement for his bail. So he seems to be good to go. However, you know, I don't know what the ramifications could be
So
after all in.
is he on parole or is he just being
He
arraigned right now?
so he hasn't been convicted. He just got arraigned. So he's been like he was been arrested and processed basically is what
Process,
happened.
right? Yeah.
The trial hasn't happened or anything
They
like
didn't
that.
hold him. He went out without bail. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the exact details, but I know as part of the bond or bail agreement, he did not have to give up his passport. Instead, he did have to give up his firearms.
Okay, that's probably
Um.
better than the
Anyway,
passport.
Trevor, this news came just about a little over a week before the biggest ticketed event in wrestling history that AEW is putting on, largely built around FTR versus the Young Bucks. What are your thoughts?
Again, like like you said, I hate to really say anything. What?
Wait, can you hear me when I was doing that?
Oh, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear you.
Okay,
That's why
good.
I was like, okay. I was like, but anyway, I hate to really say anything about something that I don't really know about. And we don't really know much about it. And no, it doesn't sound great. I mean, it doesn't sound as bad as some other things, but I mean, it's really kind of assholish to compare crimes. Oh, his crime wasn't as crimey as that one. Like he didn't kick a baby, and like it's just it's not
Look,
it's
if
not
it
fair to do
look if someone if a wrestler kicked a baby, I would hope to God that that person wouldn't be wrestling the next week. But
that. But I mean, but my thing is
kick the
like you can't
baby.
really
No, don't kick
don't
the
kick the
freaking
baby,
baby. Kick the baby.
kick the baby. Love South Park, but no, like I really can't really speak on it. But like at the same token, like it's bad enough for him to go to court. It's probably bad enough for him to not go to all out, all in. Like, I mean, I understand the implications. I know how important this is, but like at this point, like you said, it seems like they knew about it. It seems like they're just going on with it. It seems like you're just screw justice. Let's make this money, which is kind of a it's a catch twenty
But
two thing,
like
right?
that's just it, man. And again, I'm not trying to like we're not trying to admonish Wheeler. We are not part of the legal process. We're not trying to convict him or whatever. That's going to
Right,
happen as it happens. But like I do agree with you that like, oth- if other people were in this situation, they likely would not be wrestling,
right,
a week or two
right.
later. However, the reality is they're not in this situation and it's Cash Wheeler.
No,
And
it's
we've
Cash
seen
Wheeler.
this
You know what I mean?
in wrestling. We've seen this like Stone Cold Steve Austin. People don't talk about it. He was arrested
Sure.
for domestic violence or of all things.
Yep.
Um, we don't bring it up that much because it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. WWE didn't really punish him for that. They punished him even more for when he just left, and fined him like 100 grand or whatever it was. Like it's just and again, I'm not comparing those two situations. Like there's other if you look at the NFL, like you could be arrested one day, play the next. It depending on like where you fall in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
It's just the way it is. Again, this is not to admonish Cash Wheeler. The process will likely do that um as it runs its course, but it's just like I don't know. I mean, of course the match is going to be great.
Of
And
course.
and part of me is glad they're putting the match on, but like, like the other thing is like what message does this send to your locker room?
Send to your locker room, send to your fans, like send the people that send the children that are fans of him. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't portray him in a good light. I mean, hell, I'm wearing his shirt right now. Like it doesn't portray sensibility or like sense of atoning for for what you do and taking responsibility for mistakes that you make. It is not a very good message being sent here, if we're being honest. But it happens. Like it happens. Like it happens in football. It happens in basketball. Like honestly, if you're a high paid athlete and you're getting money for your team and you're winning games, you can literally almost do anything, and they will try their damnedest to sweep it under the table.
Yep.
Like
Yep. Um yeah. Regardless of that, the match is going on. Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. are defending their AEW World Tag Team Championships against Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Trevor, what do you think about this match? I mean, this is the rubber match. Young Bucks, Cash Wheeler, Young Bucks, FTR3. Who wins?
It's gonna be a great match. I honestly think the Young Bucks win it though.
Super Kick Party!
Party! Bow, bow. I mean, I'm a fan of FTR, so I would love to see FTR win. But with that being said, Young Bucks win. Dude, we're going to continue to talk about it, but I have a question for you that I think will be interesting as hell. What?
What's up?
So, another match on that card. I'm not sure if it's on that card. I think it was maybe four. But anyway, you have two bestest of friends. You have the bestest of friends possible. I think they're called "I'm Better Than You, Baby."
You know it's all about that.
Boom.
Better than you, baby.
You, baby. Do you think they win the
Yeah.
championship? Do you think they win the titles?
The best part about this is like they could go either way,
That
and and
that's what
and
I'm
it's
thinking.
gonna be amazing.
If they, do you know how cool, funny, and like interesting that would be if they won the RH tag team championships and then fought each other later on that night.
Do you know how wild? You know how wild it would be if like MJF gets pinned or whatever, or Adam Cole gets pinned, and like the other just like looks at him. The tension in that
Right.
main event, it was gonna be ooh. The one thing that I do find interesting though is like having your main event wrestle the same night as like this big show.
That's that's a bit risky, but it can pay off. It can definitely
Look,
pay off.
Tony's like, look, boys, keep it under 5 minutes. All
Right.
right. Rest hold city. No moves off the top rope. No. Like
Nope.
you want to fighting on the outside. No, 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 no,
No, no,
no.
no, no.
No. Max, you
I
want
don't
to
want
do
to
a
see you
dive? No.
lifting anything. I don't want to
Like
see you losing any muscles.
Tony's gonna be like, boys, come here. Look. Kangaroo kick, pin, kangaroo kick, double clothesline pin. We're out of here in 30 seconds. That's it.
There you go.
I will say, kudos to MJF for getting a kangaroo kick over in 2023 and a double clothesline over. Like,
That was hilarious, dude.
bro, the kangaroo kick.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
When this dude went to Kyle Fletcher, squared up like a kangaroo. I lost it. That's one of the funniest things.
Dude, this is the best MJF we've seen in his entire career. He is having fun. You see it. He's still a dick. But he's having fun. And he's over. The crowd loves him, dude.
Look, I know like MJF will be a heel again soon, like at some point soon. But I'm also really enjoying this like little like baby face journey we've been on with him. Like I've really had fun with it. Like
I'm
kangaroo
having
the
a lot
double
of fun with it.
MJF throwing dodgeballs at children gave me too much joy. It was really funny.
Dude, double clothesline, just hearing that brings tears of joy to my eyes. And watching them get sloshed.
What?
Oh, we got a lot of
Nah, we don't have that many. We don't got that many. You're
uh,
good. Keep talking.
Watching him get sloshed was amazing. Like, well, can you bring us some more water? Water. That was alcohol. uh, that was great.
When they went to Outback Steakhouse, he's like, "Dude, what are we gonna do? That was delicious. Blooming onions, onions, man."
Onions, dude. It's like is is MJF and Adam Cole like it's like Bill and Ted. That's what they remind me of right now. They remind me of Bill and Ted. They're so funny right now.
The only person who lost in this feud was Roderick Strong. They
Yes.
have made him look like the biggest geek in the world.
And the funny thing is, I don't even think they meant to. Like it just happened. I don't even think it was on purpose.
The material they gave him,
I
stubbing his
mean,
toe. Oh
yeah,
no.
true. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I forgot about
Trevor, they
that.
booked this man to be a
Yeah,
loser. He's
that was
hanging out
terrible.
with Tavin and Bennett, Mike Bennett.
Did it. I forgot he was still wrestling.
Man, yo, Mike Bennett really fell off, didn't he? WWE ruined that man.
Hmm.
Man,
They really did.
they like he was so good. I loved him in Impact when he was the Miracle Mike Bennett.
Yeah, I remember, yeah, I do. I do remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was talented. He had a lot of talent. I mean, I wouldn't call him the best on the mic, but that doesn't matter when you're really good in the ring half the time. That could overshadow
Quality
that.
heel.
But
He was a quality heel,
yeah, you know what I mean.
and he could
But
go.
like you said, they literally ruined him in WWE.
Speaking of ruining things, Tony Khan has really ruined the build to this pay-per-view. I mean, look, outside of Adam Cole versus MJF, the build to this pay-per-view has been
Kind of me.
meh. I
Kind
mean,
of me.
but that we got I feel like we say that about like almost every AEW pay-per-view. Like the build is just isn't that great.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I'd rather have dynamite matches with a kind of weird build and be the exact opposite of WWE, have a great build and have weak matches.
WWE isn't even doing that anymore. Like WWE's cards are getting more and more consistent. Like SummerSlam was a
SummerSlam was
fine
actually
show. It
really
was a
good,
good show. It
actually.
was a good show.
Yeah, I was. What was the one before then that we did that we just could care less about? Or was it
Uh,
SummerSlam?
Money in the Bank. I mean, that was
Yeah,
fine. I thought Money in the
we
Bank
could
was
care
good.
less about. One of those cards we really could care less about.
I mean, maybe if that might have been the Saudi card that I was just like, well, I'm not watching it.
Because it was one recently, like we just read the card and we were like, we don't care.
I shall find this.
I think it may have been, it was either Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, actually.
Maybe couldn't have been Money in the Bank, right? Or maybe it was Battleground. Oh, that was an NXT show. Hold up. Was it? It might. Hold. I will figure this out, Trevor, live on the
I
internet.
think it may. I think
It
it
may have
may
been
have
Money
been
in the Bank.
one of those two.
It may
Yeah,
have been Money in the Bank. Actually, now I'm looking at this card. Yeah, we were poo pooing this, right?
yeah.
Rollins versus
Because
Balor was fine. We got
it was fine. Yep.
Cody versus Dom. Yep, it was this one.
Yep. Oh no, it was this one, and it was SummerSlam because we couldn't care less about uh, Cody versus Brock Lesnar.
It had a good match.
They did. I just could care less.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying, fam.
but no, like I mean, so who else is on the card? It's there's a four-way for the women's championship, right?
Hikaru Shida defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Tony Storm, Saraya, and the Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, in
All right,
Wembley,
Mojo.
the biggest
I
wrestling event of
I
all
think
time.
they might break up the Riot in this match. Honestly,
Break up what?
Riot
Who?
because Saraya's in it,
Oh,
and
the Outcast, you mean?
I call him Riot. Why did I call him fucking? Because Ruby Riot.
Because
Yeah,
of
you
Ruby, her
go.
name is Ruby Soho, sir. Take
Yeah,
it
I realized why.
down.
I was trying to remember why I call
Solo.
it a riot, but it's the Outcast. Yeah, but anyway. But yeah, I think they might break them up. I think they might break them up though. I do.
There was ever a time to do like a quick title switch. It's now. Biggest wrestling event of all time. Give the UK's biggest women's wrestling star her flowers, her moment, the pride of
Yes.
Norwich, England. Aja, give Soraya her
Paige,
moment.
yeah.
Aja, give
It'd be great
Soraya
to
her
see
moment.
Paige win it. It would be great to see Soraya win. It would be
Who do you
because
think
like
wins?
honestly I think they're gonna. I think I was either thinking Brett Baker or okay, Rashida keeps it, but you know
I want Sheeta to keep it. Like that's the thing. I'm just like, I love Sheeta. Like
I do too.
I'm that guy. You know when you hear like when there's a match going on and you just hear one guy say, "Oh, Sheeta," that's me.
I love Akara Rashida. She's such a great worker. She's great in the ring. She's awesome.
Like the match she had with Tony Storm 2 to win the belt was banger.
Oh, it was. Oh, Tony went all out. Yeah, it was a good. It was a good match. Definitely a good match. I think this reign for Tony was probably better than her first reign, actually.
Because it actually counted.
Yeah, which
Moving
is
on,
still garbage.
we got Darby Allin and
Swerve,
versus AR Fox and Swerve,
for
Swerve,
sure.
Swerve.
Whose house? Apparently swerves.
Swerve went all right. Swerve went all right. That's a vibe.
Now I will say this feud has been very entertaining.
Has it?
Brutal. It's
Has
been
it?
brutal.
Outside of the Nick Wayne thing. Take that away. Take the Nick Wayne beatdown away from this feud. What does it have?
Joker Sting.
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
other than that, no.
Joke, I forgot
It's
about it. Joker's thing. Poor Prince Nana was kidnapped by Joker's. My favorite part about that segment, Trevor, Sting got the day wrong. He's like, "We're 9 days away from All In," and
he
then
sure
Prince
did.
Nana just,
Yes,
"Think you mean 11 days away?"
I'm old. Leave me alone.
My man was kidnapped, and he still had the wherewithal to get the date right. Tony Khan is proud of that man.
Poor Prince Nana. I thought that was
I
kind
like
of
Nana.
funny. Yo, I love when he was like, "Cash money."
Amazing.
um,
Who wins? Tag team
Darby Allin.
coffin match. A tag team coffin match. Haven't seen one of those.
That's true. Uh, Darby's team.
If Tony Khan had any sense, yes, I'm calling you out, TK. Look, AR Fox and Swerve. This is mostly a meme, but like, look, bro, think of the heat, bro.
Bro.
Putting Sting in a coffin at the age of 60, like 3, the heat.
Yeah, that's.
It's a little too real,
I'm not.
honestly. Nah. Put AR
Yeah,
Fox in that.
exactly. I was like, I'm not gonna say what
Put
I'm
AR
about to
Fox and
say.
Swerve Strickland. But like, I think Swerve needs to win. At this point, when is he gonna win, Trevor?
He has one, hasn't
What?
he? He's
He
beaten
beat Nick
Darby, right?
Wayne. He beat Nick Wayne. That was it.
That's right. He hasn't beaten Darby. That's right. He hasn't.
So, Trevor, look, I love Nick Wayne. He's great, hell of a wrestler.
Right.
But he's 18.
True.
He's been in this
True.
business for a cup of coffee. It's just coffee in the big time. Yeah.
I
Like, come
mean,
on.
I get you because like Swerve does need to win more matches. He hasn't been winning a whole lot of matches. But what's the count on Darby and Swerve right now? Do you even know, or do I even know?
The internet. I'll tell you who deals with the internet. The internet, they know.
They don't know shit. Um, but but no, like I mean, it'll be entertaining and make more sense for Swerve's career for Swerve to win. But other than that, I don't know how many people actually want to see Swerve win because
Yeah.
he's done a great job as a heel actually at this point.
Swerve, swerve. I mean, I do. I do. I'm a swerve mark.
I believe it.
Um, next up, we have six-man tag match, the Golden Elite versus Konosuke Takeshita. Trevor, my question for you: Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega tagging with Hangman Page. Are we going to see the Golden Shower?
I'm trying to be an adult here.
This is look. It is a wrestling move. As a wrestling analyst, I want you to look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes and tell me that Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi are not going to deliver a golden shower to the opposing team. We all have our moments. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, dude, who's Takeshi's team? Who?
It's Konosuke Takeshita. Um, sorry, it's Konosuke Takeshita and the Bang Bang Gang.
Oh,
Juice
Bang Bang.
Robinson
Really?
and Jay White.
Terrible. That's awful. Thought it'd be more entertaining than that. But
It's
dude,
gonna be a
this is gonna
great
be fun.
match. Like that being said, the build has just been asked. Like it's gonna be a great
Yeah,
match.
it's dude. Like I actually forgot they were feuding. If I'm being honest, I really did.
If you forgot they were feuding, it's because they weren't until like last week.
We need more matches. You hate each other. Go.
Yep. Up next, we have Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, and Penta, but no Ray Phoenix. Trevor,
Is he
breaking
hurt?
news. No, apparently the report, rumor, whatever is that it's apparently like some sort of like visa issue. So
Ah,
no Ray Phoenix. They're
so
gonna
who's
have
taking
to
his
get
spot?
another tag team partner.
But it's Stadium Stampede, isn't it?
Stadium Stampede. You know who it's gonna be. You know who it's gonna be.
The bastard.
Oh my god, I cannot see. Malachi Black. Where are you? You divvy
I
knacker.
love when we talk.
Alice in
Whenever you talk
danger, you
about
divvy. Oh my god, that was great.
whenever you talk about Pac, that's exactly what you do. Malachi Black.
Malachi
Um,
Black. Boy, I can see clearly now, Malachi Black. You have made me see the way. And I'm going to ruin your career, Malachi. He's like a
Black.
vampire. Blech. Blech.
Black. Black. Oh man. This has been a show. But yeah, that's gonna be fun though. That's gonna be a fun one. I does does Kingston, there we go. Does he still have the belt or no?
Yes, he is still angry.
He's always angry. Does he still have the belt or no?
I think he still is the because he won it from like what, Fred Rosser? No, who did he win it
No,
from?
he won it from an Asian person.
Kenta. He beat Kenta.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah, yeah. It was the strong open weight championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, he's still a champ.
Cool.
I want to fight you. I don't care about friends. I want to fight you. I don't care about friendship. I want to fight you. I'm Eddie
He comes
Kingston.
out of nowhere. I forgot he even existed. He comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm defending him. We need another match. Go. That's pretty much
Um,
this.
we still don't know who the Blackpool Combat Club is going to have on their team.
It's gonna be
Any
three
predictions?
of them.
Who do you think it could be? Because right now they need 6 members. They have 3 in John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta.
It's going to be the no,
Grado
no, 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 no. Be Grado.
embodies Blackpool Combat Club. Everything about it.
Oh, everything about it. He's just Brian could come back.
He's too injured.
He's still injured now.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, like, it's the
Uh,
arm injury. He's
yeah,
just not
that's
gonna
what I
make
say.
it
He's
back.
still injured because I know he snapped it completely
He beat Kazuchika Okada with a broken
with a
freaking
broken
arm.
arm. It's crazy, insane,
Made
absolutely
him
insane.
tap out, stretched him.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, they could have Malachi Black.
Ooh, that's a get your trios champions in the mix here. That's an interesting one.
I mean, it could be fun. It could be fun to watch.
That'd be fun to watch, Mago. Um, Real quick, I do want to talk about one thing before we get into the final few matches.
Absolutely.
Trevor, one thing that I noticed when looking through this card, obviously there are still some matches that are going to be added, but hard to miss the fact that on the main show, we'll discount the pre-show. 8 matches, 7 of them are men's matches. 1
In one of them.
is a women's match.
Yeah. Where's Willow? Where's you know? where? I.
Riho,
By the way,
where is Riho?
where's Riho? Where's Willow? Like,
Surprise! Come on, like where's
where's Rob? That's why your eyebrows ashy. Where is Jade Cargill?
Oh,
Where's
well,
these
Jade's
people?
like on vacation.
Where's Chris Statlander? Where is
The
she?
TBS why is the TBS champion
What?
not defending her belt here?
Dude, like, I swear they definitely disrespect that women's division like hard. One of the biggest wrestling shows in history, and you do not have your
Well, look, I'll have you know that AEW we value women's wrestling very much. On Dynamite I booked like 2 women's matches. They went for about 2 minutes each. Like we care about women's wrestling. I'm never getting invited to an AEW show after that.
never. You keep calling me your brother, and you just keep kicking him in the ass. Like,
Oh, that's what brothers do. That's what brothers
I
do.
mean, true. Right? That's what me
To
and my
quote
brothers do.
CM Punk, tell me when I'm telling lies. Um,
That's what me and my brothers do. But no, like, yeah, that women's division is stacked and treated like nothing.
it's a,
Like, absolutely like garbage.
it's a damn shame. I will say the card probably would have looked different had Jamie Hayter been on there. Because you probably would have had like Jamie Hayter versus Soraya, which would have
Well,
blown
she's
the.
hurt too, right?
Yeah, like that one. I was like, I'm a Brian Mark, like the biggest Brian Danielson fan of all time. But I'm also like, I'm more upset that Jamie Hayter missed the show than I am that Brian did.
Jamie Ada. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a little upset that she missed it.
she was having a great title reign.
She was. She really was. And she looked strong. She looked competent. Like, yeah, I liked her. I liked her as champ. I really did.
And she was
But what
so
was it?
over.
Her leg or was her leg
Um,
or her knee
I
or
think it was
her
like her knee,
arm?
I believe.
And that's why I don't understand like why Statlander hasn't been used more. Like, dude, like Statlander's amazing. I love Chris Statlander. We talk
On
in nauseum about Chris Statlander.
honestly, you could have done like Soraya versus Hikaru Shida or a triple threat between like those two and Britt Baker. Or you could have done like this match, like a 3-way, Shida, Storm, and Soraya, and then done Britt Baker versus Statlander for the TBS belt.
Yeah, you could have.
Ooh, that would have been heat. Ooh.
That's a damn good match.
Ooh, hold up. Nah, Tony, let me roast the hell out of this card real quick. There's so much you could have done here. Time out. You have the Golden Elite In the biggest wrestling show of all time, Kenny Omega is not wrestling in a singles match. Can we talk about that? You have Jay White.
Yeah.
You couldn't give me Jay White versus Kenny Omega.
I
I
mean,
understand you got all out the next week, but Tony, it's the big. You got one shot. 80,000 people. Legitimately 80,000 people.
thousand
One shot
people,
to sell at Wembley. You did it. You gotta
and you,
give the people what they want. Look, as much as I love me some Samoa Joey, I just saw CM Punk versus Samoa Joe like a month ago on
I
Collision.
don't
It
want to
was
see it
fine.
again.
I don't need to see it for the real world championship. MJF versus Adam Cole, that deserves to be the main event.
Exactly.
I love me some Will Ospreay. Love me some
Why is
Jericho.
Ricky Starks not wrestling?
He's suspended. Look, it's a fact. He got suspended because he whipped Ricky Steamboat. Look,
I saw that,
kayfabe,
but
kayfabe or otherwise, when you abuse Ricky Steamboat in any way, shape, or form, you
that's
deserve to
true.
be
You should be
suspended.
punished. You should be punished. But honestly, I love this persona of Ricky Starks. Honestly, but if if Jack Perry's on this show, I'm gonna be upset. Of course, you get to do your Jack Perry face and voice because he does look like a withered old man when he talks. Um,
Oh boy, Jack Perry. I'm the FTW champion. I'm gonna retire the championship belt. Young boy Jack
and you know
Perry.
what else is annoying me? Who's the TNT champion?
It depends who you ask. Uh, but I think that's done on purpose. Like, I mean,
I mean,
the
it's fun. It's cool. It's
the
just
the champion is Luchasaurus,
right.
but Christian Cage holds the belt. Like look, it's entertaining on promos. I will say that much. Christian Cage, by the way, one of the funniest things happened a few weeks ago on Dynamite. Christian Cage is so worked up about this belt. His daughter came up and was like, "Daddy, can I hold the belt?" And he had security escort her out.
That's funny.
What a heel. What a heel.
Great heel work there. Great heel work.
And look, at least he didn't come for anyone's dead parents again.
The fact that you said again.
He made a habit of it. Um, we got Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho.
That should be a good one. Should be, hopefully.
Elevated Oh, by the way, Trevor, you know what? Look, forget the matches. The real main event. 80,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs for Fozzie's live performance at
Yes.
Web. Chris Jericho is funny as hell.
Isn't he? Isn't he?
This
He's kind of genius too, actually.
look. Live Aid, Queen, Fozzy. Sold out Web. Chris Jericho's never gonna let this guy. He's living
Dude,
out
I
his.
saw this and I was like, he's a genius. He's an absolute genius.
This man is living out his professional wrestling and rock star dreams, like all in one night. The
I'm
biggest
jealous.
crowd in the world. They're all here to see the crowd of Jericho, man. And then they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's the crowd of
Drink it
Fozzy,
in,
man.
baby.
I'm becoming."
Drink it in, man. Like he is
Dude, it is
great.
every time I think about that, I just like it is the funniest thing in the world. Jericho has and like fair play to him. Like it's just so funny. He's gonna be like in promos 10 years from now. sold at Wembley, man. Fozzy sold at Wembley, man. Oh my god, it's gonna be
uh,
hilarious. And all the fans are gonna be the fans, by the way. I think the atmosphere in Wembley is gonna be like one of the best that we've ever seen.
electric. Yeah,
Because we know the UK fans, they
they
get
love their wrestling.
they know their wrestling, they also know their songs, which and their chants, like, the thing I love about UK fans way more than, like, United States fans, bro, when it comes time to chant, they're chanting the entire night. They don't stop. They don't get tired. Us Americans, we get like, "Yeah, AEW, AEW," and we just stop because 'cause we're like, "Oh, let me go get a cheese dog." Um, but no, they're just like, "I might, that's me. I eat dog. I eat dog."
Yep.
Like they
As the night goes on, the louder they get.
exactly. So yeah,
Something I
so
want to mention before we get out of here.
mhm.
And before we finish this, have you heard the sales for WrestleMania so far? Supposedly
90. They saw
90,000.
90,000.
It's 90,000. The biggest wrestling show in history.
Look at it.
We what?
So WrestleMania goes Philly.
Yo, I'm listening to Michael Cole and I'm like, do you hear yourself right now?
I will say this. They did sell 90,000 tickets for WrestleMania. That is true
No, I did check that out. I did check that part is true. But
across 2 days. That is the caveat. It is a 2-day event. I will say this too. Selling 45,000 tickets in a week is a big, big, big deal.
it
Like, that
is.
is a
It
success.
is.
But
But
people out there who are saying, "Oh, they outdrew Wembley." I'm like, if
that's
it
not true.
hypothetically, if AEW ran a 2-night wrestling show, they would sell. I think they would end up selling way more than 90,000. Well, they definitely sell. They're selling way more than 90,000 tickets because
Right.
they basically are almost at 90,000 now. Well, mm, in in the grand scheme of things, like they're
Right,
80,000.
right, right, right.
Anyway, but
But no, that's what I was saying. Like it doesn't make okay, look, I get it. You're competing, whatever, you're gonna mention whatever the hell to help, whatever. Right? But wrestling fans, please be smart enough to understand this is a 2-day wrestling show. It's not all in one show, people. It might be 90,000 tickets all together. It's not 90,000 tickets for both shows. Come on, Mark fan.
I'll have you know that AEW has never sold out a two-night event in Philadelphia. They could sell in Wembley where everybody sells tickets. However, Philadelphia is a tough wrestling market.
You have to fix your nose after doing that,
yo, I'm saying, like, I noticed. I was like, damn, that's like, is that permanent?
man.
Gonna get a nose job after like pinching my nose for 2 minutes.
But dude, it's just phenomenally stupid. It makes no sense.
Phenomenal. They don't want none. Hey, they don't want none. We some Southern boys. Got a pride of strength. I think the world is flat and I know my strength.
I don't know why I talk to
That's
you.
AJ Styles' theme song.
I kind of guess.
Look, the world ain't flat, but there's something to it. AJ Styles gonna be like, look, how do we know dinosaurs are real?
Well,
Look, how do we really know though? Did Jesus say? Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Did I offend you, sir?
for me,
Yes.
no, I'm laughing at you.
Oh no, you got very serial there. I was like, oh no, did I offend
There's
Mr.
very
G?
few things. There's very few things you could tell me that would offend me.
Sir, your beard is scruffy. Moving on.
No, that hurt.
CM Punk defending the Real World Championship against Samoa Joey. I mean, Punk wins, lol.
of course.
How do you think the match
Why?
is going to be?
It should be a good match. I mean, decent enough match. We saw it like what 2 3 weeks ago, like you said already. But yeah, it should be a decent match. And why is everyone doing the conquistador thing now?
Los Conquistadors, because it's I don't know. They didn't even like. I don't even think they did it right.
No, they didn't.
It was a little too
Match
rushed.
started. He came running out, beat the hell out of him, and whatever.
Yeah, it was CM Punk. Cool. I mean, I think like this is one of those things where I think like Punk and Samoa Joe were like 80,000 people. We wrestled like in front of like 800 people like back in like
Right.
the ROH days, if that. Like it's a big deal. You only get to do
Let's
it
put on
once.
a
Like
show. You know what I mean?
yeah. And finally, for the actual AEW World Men's World Championship, MJF Maxwell Jacob Friedman defends in the main event against his best friend Adam Cole, baby.
MJF wins.
Lol. I mean, how else, dude? Look, they have to find a way to get to CM Punk versus MJF by Wednesday. Like,
Right. Because it's supposed to happen next week.
it's, bro. Also, that pay per view, they're both $50. They are. I know people online are gonna be like,
Well, oh my goodness, all you people whining about AEW pay-per-views being so expensive. Even $100 is nothing.
I'm like, bro, $100 to most people, most Americans, right, is a big amount of money
Big
to
deal.
spend on a
It is.
luxury in a week's time.
It
Like
is.
that is big. When you got a country where like the vast majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck, $100 means something. And I think like I understand, right? Like people want to be like people want to say that hey, it's their business, run it the way that I'm not even arguing against that. But what makes me mad are the arguments, the disingenuous arguments when people say like it's not that big a deal or people need to suck it up if they want to watch it and just order the pay-per-view. Like I hate that crap because like you genuinely have a situation in this country where like the economy is getting worse, where
Yep.
people's pocketbooks are getting lighter and lighter as time goes on and as the recession draws even closer. And like, yeah, I just look, it's fine. It's AEW's business. That's their whole thing. I don't think that they're going to sell as many pay-per-views for All Out as they will All In because of that, but we'll see. And I could be wrong. But one thing I have not liked is the discourse online around this, where people are just like, like bashing people who like legitimately can't afford, a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Or these two pay-per-views. It's just I hate that crap.
Yeah. It's upsetting, honestly. It's one of those things where you're like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, stop being a douche. Like, wrestling fans online are absolute asshats. If anyone hasn't noticed that yet.
Hey, an ass hat. Okay, can we get like a Billy Gunn hat? So, like, put on the ass hat.
I'm an asshat. I'm an asshat.
Remember the Ass Boys theme that Danhausen commissioned? They're the
Oh
Ass Boys. They're the Ass Boys.
dude, I
Ass
remember
Boys.
I forget when that song came out. I know I was in school. I don't remember what grade or whatever, but I remember in school singing, I'm a nice man. And my mom just looking at me like when I get home,
Sir.
whatever, what is wrong with you?
It's like, sir, what?
You are a good Christian boy. Now go do your homework. Yeah, wrestling ruined my fragile little mind.
Um, I agree. It was same. Um, so that is the card. Trevor, final thoughts though on All In. Are you excited? I know the build wasn't great, but biggest legitimate ticketed
I'm
wrestling crowd in
excited
history.
because it's the first time. in my lifetime I've ever seen anything quite this big in wrestling. And being a fan of wrestling all my life, like it's a big deal. Would I have wanted to see better build up, better card? Yes. But let's see what these boys can do. Like I've said before, I've seen AEW have cards that we question it, the build up and everything, and the shows were pretty good. So let's see what happens, right? Because we know they can perform, we know they got some good talent. Let's see what happens.
It's gonna be emotional. Um, yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
very much
agree
so.
with I agree with all that. Um, let me see. I'm trying to pull up the most recent up to date ticket sale information. I can pull up ticket sales for the United Center too. So for All
Okay,
Out last year when they were at Hoffman Estates, um, they sold 9,009 or they distributed, I should say, 9,039 tickets.
okay,
This year for the United Center so far, they have distributed 8,991 tickets, so basically 9,000. Their current
okay.
capacity is 10,000. They can obviously expand a little bit more as they need, but I think they're gonna be right around that, like, 10,000 number by the time the event
That's what I'm
rolls
thinking.
around.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
By the way, your boy is gonna be in Chicago for All Out. I still haven't bought my tickets. I'll do that eventually. Jesus, like I look.
If I wasn't flat but broke, I would definitely join you.
Oh, bro, trust me. After this, well, look, I might need to. We might need to downsize the studio. Might need to.
Dude,
You see that closet right there? I'm gonna be living in it.
yeah. I have a
um,
box that is my new apartment, actually.
have a. It's like a. It's so messed up. So I just thought about Squidward. He had his box repossessed. That was so sad.
I remember there was a joke when I was younger that we used to tell on each other because like we're mean people. It was a your mama joke. It
Oh
was like
no, no.
it's not
Remember
that
that
it's not as
show?
bad. Yo, your mama, I love that show. It was like, yeah, I saw your dad kicking a box down the street. I asked him what he's doing. He said moving. And
And
then
on that note, Trevor, what are you watching nowadays? Hopefully not your mama.
uh, unfortunately, it's not your mama. I've been getting back on my horror movie tip. I've been watching a lot of horror movies recently. Um, dude, worst horror movie ever, but funny as crap. Um, Blood Honey, the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yo, I want to see that. Is it good?
Not in the least, but it's worth
No, but
watching.
like, is it like, but okay, like I feel like you and me are right up the same alley when it comes to horror
Right.
movies, like even, especially bad horror movies. Is it good?
The the kills are great. The kills are
No,
fun.
but like, is it like one of those things where it's like so far bad that it's like?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much like that.
Because I
Because
know a
like,
lot of
so
movies
the
like that.
story, so the story actually doesn't make that like not sense. It actually kind of makes sense to a degree. And like when everything happens, like it just happens, and you're like, okay, this just happened for no reason. But I'm sticking
Oh,
with it because
Piglet.
it's interesting.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
Piglet.
Piglet. Oh,
Piglet.
Piglet. Give me the honey,
They stole
Piglet.
my honey, Piglet. I'm going to murder them now.
Actually, I wish it was that simple. It's not.
You know what? If the premise of that movie was they stole Winnie the Pooh's honey and he just went off, immaculate movie. Like make that.
Dude, oh
You know,
yeah,
we
that,
can
that
make
movie would
that.
be great.
Winnie the Pooh is public domain. I
I
can
was
make
about to
that
say,
movie.
it's public domain. Bambi is also public domain,
Oh,
and they're talking about making a Bambi horror movie.
how do you a deer? How do you even do that?
I don't know, and I don't care. You're gonna have, dude. You had Sharknado. You gotta have rabbit, deers eating each other, eating people.
Sharknado, Sharknado, Sharknado. Yeah, Sharknado was a trip. I didn't watch like the last like 4 or 5 or whatever they were.
There's so many of them. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Tara Reid has a mechanical arm. That's all I know. That has a knife on it.
Like it's
And
a
she had a
tornado.
baby.
Someone was like trying to like over explain that movie once to like one of my friends. We were at dinner and he was just like, dude, no, like you don't get it. Like the whole point of the movie is well, and he's trying to explain like how the shark. I'm like, bro, calm down. And I look at him like it's a movie about a tornado of sharks.
That's it.
That like look, you don't need to don't you can't scientifically explain this. Well, if you and if like after me saying that you don't get it, it's probably not for you.
Nope, probably not.
Like, cause there, I definitely know some people who if I told them, look, you want to go watch a movie about a tornado of sharks, they'd be like, yeah. Uh, you know what I'm saying?
I, have
Like,
a, I know a lot of friends like that,
yep, yep.
and you're one of them.
Oh yeah, like I mean, well, I'd watch it the first time, wouldn't watch it the 8th time.
No, I wouldn't watch it like 7 times. No,
It's like
not at
watching
all.
like Scary Movie 6 or whatever. I was like,
I
I
saw
stopped
this twice.
watching at 3.
I saw this twice already. I'm not watching it.
Sharknado. So you're watching a lot of bad horror movies. I am watching. Oh, you know what I just started, Trev. I'm
What did
going
you?
through, and I put a halt on my WWF, like my 2000 WWF stuff.
Mm,
I am now watching ECW.
ah,
Like in so I'm watching the pay-per-views in chronological order and like all the big like um
is that on Peacock?
buddy, it is hard. It's all on there, but it's not organized at all. It is difficult. Really difficult to like I have to like look up like the order of the pay-per-views and
Yeah,
then I have to like search for that specific pay-per-view and
you're a better man than me because I don't think I could sit through Joey Styles for that long.
the here's the thing, right? And here's why like if anyone knows a safe website where I can watch like the live versions, I'm down to watch that because man, I just know that I'm not going to enjoy the WWF not having Paul Heyman stealing Pantera and Enter
Yeah,
Sandman and like like
uh,
which I get
dude,
obviously
like,
they can't do it because they don't have the rights to the music, but at the same time I'm just like, man, it's not the same. Also, they redubbed some of Joey Styles' commentary.
thank God.
No, but it's Joey Styles now doing it.
Oh, I can't stand Joey Styles.
Oh
I
my god.
like, shut up, dude. Like, please.
Here's the thing. Joey Styles is always going to be good in my book. You know why?
Why?
He knocked out JBL.
I mean, he's a better person than JBL.
No, he punched him out cold. It is one of the greatest things to ever happen in wrestling.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying that makes him a better person than JBL. Like, I enjoy that. But other than that, he can go fuck himself. Oh, sorry.
Look, that is not the worst. That is by far not the worst thing you've said on this podcast.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Every,
Guys,
what,
I think that just about does it. Anything else you want to add, Trev?
I think we're good. Oh, one last thing. So, um, we talk about LA Knight not getting pushes, but we don't talk about Chad Gable not getting pushes. And they gave him one and then made him win in a. Ugh.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it, but you know they're not going to give it to him.
I know they're not, but he beat Gunther. He beat
He
him.
did. He did. And I'm fine with that. And I'm happy about that because I like Gable. But all that's going to do is lead up to another match that he's going to lose.
It's gonna be an epic match. My expectations were so low with WWE and Chad Gable. Like, I am beyond impressed with Triple H in his booking right now because, like, I expected Chad Gable to, like, lose everything. Otis was gonna go join the Maximum Male Models. Um, I was, like, expecting, Otis to be become, a manager and, Chad Gable to become, unhappy Corbin when he lost all his money and just be raggedy and broke and all that. But no, 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 no. He's a winner and he's a coach. I love this. Thank you.
You.
I love it.
I thought you might. I gotta love it too.
Also, that
But that
match
was
was
it.
great. And
Oh, it was a
Gunther.
good match. It was a very good
Oh,
match.
I can't
Very
wait
good
to see what
match.
they do with it. Look, Roman ain't wrestling at the pay per view. I don't. Seth versus who is it? Seth versus Nakamura. I don't care. That should main event.
That's,
Gunther
yeah,
versus
that's the
Chad
one I
Gable
want to
should
see.
main event. I'm
That's
willing
the
to
one
die
I
on
want
that
to
hill.
see personally. I think that's. I think it's gonna be the best match, the best championship match of the night. Honestly, in my opinion.
You know who's not going to be in a championship match at that pay per view?
LA Knight. Because he's gonna be wrestling. Awesome.
I came to play a game and a fun name.
Here's the
Never,
thing.
never,
This
never,
is
never
another
is her
thing.
name. I'm gonna
I
crash and
can't.
burn in the good old days when I was WWE champion. Hey, Alex
Like
Riley was my
holy.
guy. I never, never, and appease and pray.
Am I the only one that like Alex Riley better than him?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Well, it's fine.
yes, by far. Like, look, Miz wasn't great. Michael Cole on commentary was the worst, but Alex Riley sucked.
Oh yeah, I liked him better than Miz, which says something.
He came to pray, and he's gonna pay. And on the be and the knees and hay.
And the funny thing is, he got a better push than Miz. That says something too.
No, he didn't.
I
No, he didn't. Miz is a
thought he did. No, no. I mean,
multi-time
I'm talking about
WWE champ.
early on in his career. It seemed like Alex Riley got better push than Miz did at first. Because didn't
Miz,
Alex Riley did a championship over Miz?
Miz main evented WrestleMania in 2011
Yes, he did.
and beat
Was he
John
done?
Cena. Beat John Cena.
That's anything since then.
Look. People who beat John Cena at WrestleMania, The Miz, Austin Theory, Undertaker, all the same.
Why does Austin Theory? I don't know why Austin Theory even was allowed for that to happen. But
Look, all the same. All the same.
who's the same?
Undertaker, Austin Theory, and The Miz, all same.
How are they the same? One's a legend, the other one's jabroni, and the other one is Miz.
Matt Austin Theory was a jabroni. They all beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay.
And on that note, you guys can go over on. It's not Twitter anymore. It's X, and follow the man, the myth, the legend, Trevor at TREVERTAINMENT. That is TREVERTAINMENT. And you can follow me at Real OMERQ. Until next time, this has been OT Graps.
And enjoy your week, guys. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Love those who are close. Love those who are far and hug those who are close. And enjoy your week. Just do something you enjoy.
Watch some wrestling. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, and keep it real.
Real.